Okay, no secret, my favorite part of any wedding, aside from the kiss, is the cake. And we couldn't have a royal wedding celebration without a royal cake. This is Scott Hunter, the executive pastry chef at the Amway Grand Plaza, and you created a replica. Tell us about this cake.
It's a cake we've been kind of working on for a few months. Basically, we researched it out. There were two cakes that kept coming up. This being my favorite. It's very clean. I'm going to say a little bit simple and nice. I liked all the royal seals and emblems for, you know, the Princess Diana wedding. So we researched it, drew it up, started working on it, and today this is our first run of putting it together, semi-finished. Saturday night it'll have big flower arrangements on it down around the base and a little bit more piping decoration and stuff, and it'll look, you know, a little more finished, but this is our first go at it.
Those finishing touches. So to get the exact crests and the family seals, you actually had to use sort of a high-tech process.
Well, yeah, you know, nowadays even in the pastry shop, you go online, you find all your royal seals. We tried to do the best we could as far as matching up what we could see from the cake. And I believe on the original cake, each one of these was a different one. And it's six-sided, so it would have been 5 tiers. It would have been 30 different ones. What we did is we found 2 per tier. We had them silk screened, so they're exact. And like I say, trimmed them up today, piped it all up, myself and my assistant pastry chef, Doug Orr. And we piped them all up, and this is what we get.
You know, I have to confess, I love pastry. You guys do an amazing job here at the Amway Grand, and I know you do a lot of wedding cakes.
We do.
How does this compare to the feeling you have with actually doing a wedding cake for a bride who is having a reception here?
A little bit different, because normally we interact. Anytime we do a cake, we do about 80 cakes a year. And I've been at the hotel now for 14 years. So
that's a lot of cakes.
You're almost up in the 1,000 cake range. What we did on this one, you know, you're not able to talk to anybody. Usually we will go upstairs and we will meet with the brides and we will design a cake for them. Whatever they want, if they bring in a picture, we'll, you know, take bits and pieces and we'll make them a cake. This one here, we were working strictly off of a picture. You know, and I like how it looks and what we've ended up with, and I think, you know, we will put it up over at the Art Museum for the opening, but then it's coming into our hotel for the lobby for the duration of the exhibit. Which is really incredible.
What are your memories of the whole Princess Diana experience? Do you remember getting caught up in that, or was that kind of a girl thing?
Not so much, yeah, not so much.
Okay, so really, for you, the connection to the cake as a pastry chef was really one of adventure, investigation, to try to make it look...
And trying to reproduce it
as similar as
the best we could. Try to make it look authentic. And then the other thing that we did is we did a little bit of research and we came up with a really nice recipe, which we'll also be serving in 1913 rooms, Cygnus, and Bentham's. So if you'd like to come down and have a piece of cake, we have the Princess Di wedding cake for the 3 months that the exhibit is going on.
Which is fantastic. So you
tried it.
I love it. It was a fantastic, delicious recipe. So if you're interested in getting a taste of Princess Diana and what was actually served, a taste of the wedding reception, consider stopping by the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel after you're done walking through the Princess Diana exhibition.
There you go. Yep.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Beautiful job.
Yeah.
And I just had to think when I'm watching that, and Scott, you know, what a process. He's been there a long time. He's served cakes and desserts to presidents, royalty, very famous celebrities.
Right. Oh, yeah, celebrities worldwide.
This is really right up his alley.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I have to tell you that the cake tastes amazing. Executive pastry chef Scott Hunter, Doug Orr, his assistant, have tried to replicate the exact taste of that original wedding cake. And I'm going to confess here, I'm somebody who typically loves chocolate. I'm a very plain kind of a
total
cake person. Absolutely. And this was more of a, it almost had the consistency of carrot cake, and the flavor was a little bit like a spice cake, very moist with that buttercream frosting. It was really wonderful.
Well, lucky for you and everyone else, the cake is on the menu through the duration of the exhibition, even if you don't eat a complete meal at the restaurant. What, it's at Bentham's, and it's at Cygnus.
And the 1913
room. So you could stop in with your family or a group of friends and perhaps have some cake and coffee or have it after your meal.
A very filling piece of cake, too, because I think you could probably split one with maybe 2 or 3 other people. The royal wedding cake will be on the menu for the duration of the Princess Diana exhibition through the middle of the month of February.
That's
so
fantastic.
check it out, absolutely.
Well, what an hour this has been. It's flown by, putting all this together. We got a chance to learn so much about Diana, her life, her impact.
It has been remarkable, and you know, the exhibition at the Graham, very closely guarded. I was really struck when we were there shooting the behind the scenes. It was just our small staff and our crew, and we had 2 guards with us at all times. Right. So it is one of those very expensive exhibitions, and it's one of those that will be heavily guarded.
It's quite an opportunity, perhaps a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to come and see it, because, you know, as we've mentioned before, it really hasn't been to a lot of U.S. cities. It travels around the world, but this, we don't know if it's going to be back here. Right. So if you have even the slightest bit of interest, or you know someone who would love to learn about this amazing international woman, head down to the Grand Rapids Art Museum.
Absolutely. It opens to the public tomorrow at the Grand Rapids Art Museum, and here is the information about it. You can get tickets, startickets.com, at Meyer stores, and also at the Graham Information Desk. And the ticketing is really a great strategy to make it very convenient. You reserve the time block and the date that you want to see the exhibition, so you're not waiting in super long lines.
Right. We want it to be a great experience for everyone that goes through. And just from our own personal experience, you might want to bring some Kleenex.
Oh, yeah.
Even watching it, I mean, it's really quite a different feeling when you're there, because the music's playing. In one of the rooms, there is a special aroma in the air, and I won't say anything more than that, but it just adds to the amazing experience of seeing this.
And we'd like to say a special thank you to our friends at the Graham for opening their doors to us, and also thanks to our partners at Spartan Stores and D&W Fresh Market for catering our Diana a celebration party at the Graham.
Yes, that party is today, and we're very excited to see some lucky 8 West viewers there. So it's